This seems to be a short video today because I already presented you all the facts provided by our commenters. So, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. However, there is one more thing I almost forgot. Something bothers me here and it reminds me to an event happened almost 2 centuries ago when Lord Kelvin, one of the greatest scientists of all time, once made a bold statement. Heavier than air flying machines are impossible. He was a very respected scientist at that time and obviously he was wrong. You might say this is different, and it is. But is it really that different? Is it really impossible to learn Kung Fu online? Let's have a look and find it out together. First of all, let me share you shortly my background. I started martial arts as a kid with judo. It was a short experience, it took roughly 2 years and didn't went really well for me. The first possibility to study Kung Fu, it happened to be during my university years when I was 25 in 1995. Since then, I went through many things and I made a video about it so you can watch it here. But long story short, in the last 16 years, I'm learning from Grandmaster Ip Chi Keung, the great keeper Grandmaster of MyChowGar Tonglong Mantis Kung Fu. And I'm also practicing with him during these sessions. 2 years ago, we decided with my friends to make MyChowGar accessible to everybody all over the world who are interested in a real traditional Kung Fu system. How is that possible? Of course, through an online course. We sat down and started to think about how we would do that because honestly speaking, we had some doubts. We quickly realized in this period that in the way how we approach teaching or how we used to teach in our school is not possible to teach online. So we really had to think it over how to change our approach to create a program, a methodology which is effective, brings benefits already at the beginning, early stage. It was a really big challenge for us and one of the best periods of our Kung Fu career because we learned a lot. We are still learning and sometimes adjusting the course based on our experience with our students. When you start learning something, the most important thing is to find such teachers with whom you can connect with in some ways, who want to teach, who are able to teach and pass through their knowledge to you, who have experience in practicing, in teaching, and who also have a good and reliable source where they get their knowledge from. Many people in general who are good in what they do are not that good in teaching, and some of them, honestly speaking, are even terrible at teaching. We also experience that. But let's get back to the topic. When we have a closer look at the comments, we see clearly that these people are pointing some specific aspects with your comments. And in some cases, they're actually true. But what is missing here from their side is the bigger picture. See, MyChowGar Tonglong is a very vast and deep system. And as I explained before, during this period when we thought it over and tried to find out how to teach, how to change our approach, we were astonished how well this system is designed, really, and how much it can offer, from stamina through power and combat and health and so on and so forth, you name it. Once one has the understanding of the principles and all of the connections and can convey this information to the students, then it's all done. It's a success. So this is really hard to find. Usually the people who are commenting, simply they do not have the knowledge and the experience and they cannot imagine how this could work. And honestly speaking, from one side is not your fault, because how possibly you could understand something you have no experience with or you never seen before. But the problem is that they don't even try, so they should try to find out what it is instead of making bold statements as Lord Kelvin did. In our advertisements, we are many times offering a free crash course, which really anyone can find it and can go in and try it, but they don't even try to find out what is in the crash course and how the whole story works. If you go there, you basically can see how we are teaching and what we are teaching. In this crash course, we are even teaching an exercise which 20 years ago was even a secret, and it wasn't taught to foreigners, just within the Hakka community. So, and now it's available for free. But unfortunately, people tend to more likely to insist and keep their fears and echoing their doubts instead of going and finding out for themselves what is this about. And honestly, it bothers me. And what bothers me even more is their impact on others. Specifically, the impact of their comments. Strangely, people who are reading these comments are relying on these comments than on what the experts with real experience and real knowledge are saying, which is really strange because they don't know anything about the commenter, but they know more things, or there is more information available about those people who are trying to teach them something which is valuable. Talking about the experience, we were very, very lucky 16 years ago when we met Grandmaster Ipchi Kaung and started to learn from him and practice with him. And who are into martial arts, they know that practicing with a gatekeeper grandmaster who is the best source of knowledge is basically priceless. Before him, we spent many years learning from someone else, from a false master, so we exactly know what bullshit is and what is the difference between fake kung fu and real kung fu. And we learned from that experience and build up ourselves based on these experiences and based on this knowledge. If you ever learn from someone who is from a different culture and from different generation, you know exactly how hard learning can be sometimes. So that happened with us, and all what we learned, we merged with our experience, we distilled our knowledge, and based on that we created this program. We can speak the language of the Western people, we can explain it, which is really something unique. So really just think about it for a second, how important this can be if you want to learn something, specifically something like this, a traditional martial art. So here comes the question again, is it possible to learn Kung Fu or martial arts online? After more than 1 year spending in online teaching and going through lesson creations and thinking over things and having online free coaching sessions and meeting with people in person even, I can confidently say that yes, it is possible to learn Kung Fu online, or at least many aspects of Kung Fu. Let's be honest, there are some aspects which you basically cannot learn. So when you need personal contact or there are some exercises which are not really possible to practice alone, those parts you cannot learn. But for that, we are also offering a possibility with training camps, or people can visit us in our school here in Hungary. This is also part of our idea or our program. But all in all, there are many, many aspects which are really valuable, and you are able to learn it via an online course. Finally, I'll give you a recipe to how successfully learn Kung Fu online. First and foremost, find a good program and course. I think this is the hardest part right now, and I'm creating a video about it very soon, so you'll be able to watch it. Commit yourself to that course and program and practice. Accept that nothing comes easy. Everything is on you. So they can just show you the path, the way, or the doorstep, and you have to go through it. Be open-minded and follow your teacher's teachings. Check objectively your results. If you feel that you found what you were looking for, then it's great. Find a partner, train alone with a partner, be grateful, and just follow that path, and you will feel after a while that you're developing, improving yourself. After a while, go and meet your teachers in person, because the best way to learn from them is by meeting them and getting in contact with them and practice with them. Remember one more important thing. Don't fall for the commenters, because they're not experts, or at least they don't have the ultimate truth. Instead, go and find out for yourself. Try it, and then decide whether you want to do it or not. Otherwise, if you don't go this way, you will lose many good possibilities during your life. More videos like this will come soon. I hope you liked it and helped you. And see you soon in the next video. Keep in shape.